Turning Point, you're gonna find out real quick. It takes a lot more to be the best here.
Making his way to the ring, hailing from Moose Nation, he is the wrestling god. This is Moose.
Right now, it's all about momentum for Moose. Tomorrow night, Moose will team up with Brian Myers to face Frankie Kazarian and the X Division champion Chris Sabin at Turning Point, which is presented by the survival thriller Deep Fear Sharks vs. Narcs, streaming November 3rd on demand.
And let's not forget the ace up the sleeve of Moose that he has already made very, very clear. That Feast or Fire briefcase that he has ahead of him at Hard to Kill cashed in.
An Impact World title shot against whomever is the Impact World Champion that night in Vegas.
And his partner from Bayside, New York, he is the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers.
As I mentioned, Myers and Moose will be teaming up tomorrow night. However, Thursday, November 9th, Impact Wrestling on Access TV, Myers is going to have to face the winner of the Glasgow Cup tournament, Joe Hendry, as we saw earlier on tonight. And also, Thursday, November 9th on Impact on Access TV, we'll see Shelley versus Gresham for the Impact World Championship, something that Moose will be paying very close attention to.
And their partner, she is the Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo.
Meanwhile, something we should all be paying attention to right now is the glorious entrance of the Virtuosa herself, who, in my humble opinion, rounds out this amazing, already amazing team of Moose, Myers, the most professional wrestling gods, by just upping it to another level, the only way a Virtuosa can.
And don't forget, tomorrow night at Turning Point on Impact Plus Fight TV and YouTube for our Ultimate Insiders, Trinity defends her Knockouts World title against Deonna Purrazzo. The Hall of Famer Gail Kim is a special guest referee. If Purrazzo loses, she can never challenge Trinity again, so long as she is champion.
Making their way to the ring, they're the team of Danny Luna, Flash Morgan Webster, and Mark Andrews. This is SUBCULTURE.
And Raywald, there's a lot going on for SUBCULTURE. Also, tomorrow night at Turning Point in Newcastle, England, SUBCULTURE, Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster will take on the dream team of Josh Alexander and Eric Young, two men who have never tagged together before. And also tomorrow night at Turning Point, Jordan Grace, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, who has already called her shot for a Knockouts World title match at TNA's Hard to Kill pay-per-view January 13th, live in Las Vegas. Jordan Grace battles Danny Luna tomorrow night at Turning Point.
A big night ahead for everybody here in Impact Wrestling at Turning Point. And we're talking all this talk about titles and championships. SUBCULTURE, no stranger, of course, our former Impact World Tag Team Champions. You have to imagine a couple wins here on this UK tour might put them back in contention for the titles they once held.
That's the thing I'm so interested about when it comes to Alexander and Young up against Webster and Andrews. Webster and Andrews, former Impact World Tag Team Champions as recently as this past summer. Alexander and Young, as I mentioned, have never teamed together before, and Josh Alexander at Bound for Glory was pinned for the first time in a singles match in 2 years in Impact Wrestling. The last time, that fateful night, Bound for Glory 2021, when the wrestling god called his shot. Well, right now we're set for this 6-person intergender tag team matchup. Anyone can tag anyone. Men can face women. Women can face men. That is the standard here in Impact Wrestling. Right now, Brian Myers is losing it here with the crowd in Glasgow. Not exactly made a lot of friends. And Flash Morgan Webster is certainly having a lot of fun. And Josh Alexander battles the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, for the first time ever on November 16th. That's Impact Wrestling on Access TV. Right now, it's Brian Myers, who's a bit tormented with the crowd here in Glasgow. Brian Myers, a former digital media champion. Coming up on Thursday, November 9th, Impact on Access TV. The digital media champion, currently Tommy Dreamer, will defend his title against Crazy Steve, who has that title shot via feast or fired. That could be a savage affair.
Yeah, I don't want to know what Crazy Steve will be willing to do to Tommy Dreamer in order to leave with that digital media championship. But let's think about brighter and sunnier things. Brian Myers, a former digital media champion here, about just taking Flash Morgan Webster to school here.
Brian Myers has been on social media talking about his excitement about the Impact UK Invasion Tour, and that is nearly 20 years in wrestling. Has said a lot of positive things about the locker room. And then when you see him out in the Impact Zone, he acts like this. He's Two-Face. Let's be honest.
What are you talking about? Hey, it's look, we all respect each other behind the curtain. There's no secrets about that.
But then when you're out in public, you talk smack about people.
Oh, no. It's not just out in public. It's in between the ropes. It's when that bell rings, it's all competition. And the best gotta stay the best. Look at this. The beefy Brian Myers here. Just not gonna be taken down without a fight.
Now Flash Morgan Webster takes down Myers with a fight.
Lucky arm drag.
Oh. Flash Morgan Webster, the mod father. Wales versus Canada tomorrow night at Turning Point. Very excited for that international affair. A tag was made there, and in comes Mark Andrews, who was a part of TNA British Boot Camp once upon a time.
Look out.
Oh, great backup there from Danny Luna, the powerhouse of Subculture. Stomping Myers. Here's the cover and a kick out by Myers.
Myers none too pleased with any of that. But Danny Luna standing toe-to-toe, face-to-face with the most professional wrestler. I gotta give her all the credit in the world.
Something for Jordan Grace to think about before battling Luna tomorrow night at Turning Point. Meanwhile, into the ring comes Deonna Purrazzo. How much pressure is on Purrazzo? Not only the stakes of her championship match tomorrow night with Trinity. If Purrazzo does not win, she can no longer challenge for the championship so long as Trinity is the Knockouts World Champion. But on top of that, the Impact Hall of Famer Gail Kim is the special guest referee.
And look, there is nothing that I think could ever really shake the Virtuosa truly. This is a professional's professional. Somebody who's been in the most high-stakes situations you can possibly be in the Knockouts division.
Suplex by Luna, kick out at one there by Purrazzo, the 3-time Knockouts World Champion. Purrazzo gets into the corner, and a tag made. And look at the smile on Moose's face, and I don't think Danny Luna's intimidated at all.
No, I thought when you started that sentence, I thought you were going to say the smile on Danny Luna's face, because she had one too.
Great tag team action here. Don't forget, still to come, Josh Alexander and Eric Young team up together for the first time ever to take on the Impact World Champion Alex Shelley, the X Division Champion Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns in our main event. Webster legal against Moose. This 6-person tag team matchup is just getting underway. Moose is in control. Another tag made. This match continues on your screen, picture in picture. And Moose is having his way right now with Subculture. Danny Luna stood her ground. Webster got involved, and now Mark Andrews trying his hand against the man who will challenge whomever is the Impact World Champion. Come hard to kill. Saturday, January 13th, 2024, live in Las Vegas on pay-per-view.
That's right, you gotta imagine Moose, like many of the stars here in Impact, want to close out their 2023 with some impressive wins, especially when Moose has that world title opportunity coming to him at Hard to Kill. But look out here.
Oh, and Myers trying to run interference. Andrews had to work hard there to get Moose down to the canvas, and Moose did not work very hard there. Some would say working smarter, certainly not harder.
Absolutely. That's how you win in this sport. You sometimes, it's not about being stronger, it's not about being faster, it's about being smarter. Ooh.
Purrazzo levels Andrews. There's the cover, trying to win this tag team matchup and a kick out.
Now the Virtuosa in firm control here. Now
Tag.
it's all the most professional wrestling virtuosos. Good name, Tom. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
It's all about branding, Ray Walt. It's all about branding.
Can't wait for the t-shirt. As right now, Myers, big suplex.
Or to the leg here, and a kick out by Andrews. Let's just listen to Glasgow.
My Scottish dialect isn't amazing, but I think this is Myers, you're a swell guy, I think is the phrasing.
Yeah, let's go with
was
that.
I hearing that right?
Yeah, sure.
Myers,
Now,
you're a funny guy. That was it. That was it.
Moose legal into the matchup. Moose and Myers taking on two TNA originals tomorrow night at Turning Point. We'll begin at 8 p.m. Eastern and Impact Plus on TV and YouTube for our Ultimate Insiders. Kazarian and Sabin taking on the most professional wrestling gods. I cannot wait for that. But right now, Andrews tried to get to the Subculture corner. No dice.
Shut down by Moose, and now Myers back into the fray. Mark Andrews is in a bad part of town here. Wait. Did my headphones get turned up? What are they saying? What the hell is this? You know what?
I wish we could do every show in
I've
Glasgow.
never liked Scotland.
Myers takes control of Mark Andrews' Subculture, trying to find an opening here in this six-person tag team matchup and a jawbreaker there. Mark Andrews needed that. Sunset flip. Look out, Myers. Myers now makes a tag. In comes Deonna Purrazzo. Oh, and breaks up the cover there. Andrews did not see the tag. This six-person tag team matchup continues here in Glasgow, Scotland. Oh, now Purrazzo taking out Danny Luna in the corner and brings Andrews back to her team's corner.
Deonna Purrazzo always more than happy to toy with the competition. You were asked the question earlier, what's going through the mind of the Virtuosa ahead of Turning Point and that do or die world title match? She's clearly feeling very confident.
At Turning Point will be tomorrow night. The countdown to Turning Point gets started at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, free on Impact Plus, Fight TV, and YouTube. And don't forget at 8 p.m. Eastern, that's when Turning Point kicks off on Impact Plus, Fight TV, YouTube for our Ultimate Insiders. It's going to be a huge night of action from Newcastle, England.
Andrews, though, riding this way. I like it or hate it, and I hate it. You gotta love the energy from these UK crowds. They have a song for everything here, and I can respect that. As Myers now lining Andrews up.
Think about the spear on the roster cut, and an enziguri there by Andrews, who desperately needed an opening.
Myers laid out, leveled in the center of the ring. Andrews, the door is open.
Luna reaching out and a tag made. It's Danny Luna to meet Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh.
Luna battles Grace tomorrow night at Turning Point. Meanwhile, Purrazzo meets Trinity for the Knockouts World title for perhaps the last time. And Purrazzo cannot defeat Trinity for the championship with Gail Kim as a special guest referee.
You know, Purrazzo has had her differences with Gail Kim as an authority figure over the years. We'll see how that will come into play with the championship on the line in that matchup. But right now, Luna and Purrazzo, here comes the power of Danny Luna.
These two battled in the lead up to Victory Road. Oh my God, and a Moose flies in with a boot, takes out Luna. And now Flash Morgan Webster with a knee strike.
Very few places in the wrestling world here where the knockouts like this can mix it up with the guys, and we do it better than anyone. Oh, the action keeps going.
Beautiful moonsault there by Andrews, and now Myers to the outside.
And look out!
Flash Morgan Webster sending Myers into the barricade. Oh, big chop there by Moose. Moose, who via Feaster fired away to whomever, is the Impact World Champion come TNA Hard to Kill January 13th, 2024, live on pay-per-view in Las Vegas. Tickets are on sale Saturday, November 4th via ImpactWrestling.com.
Hey, look at this, a little bit of teamwork here. Can they bring the Moose down?
A tag made, Luna's legal.
2 is good, 3 is way better. Look out below!
Subculture! Boom! Down goes Moose! Luna's legal! Oh, and it's broken up by Myers and Purrazzo.
Incredible teamwork there from Subculture, but great team wherewithal from Purrazzo and Myers there to make the save.
Purrazzo dives into the fray here against Danny Luna. Side Russian leg sweep. Raymond, you know what comes next?
There it is, the armbar locked in, and they are in the dead center of the ring. Now Myers playing defense.
And there's Webster tied up with Myers. Fujiwara armbars in deep. Webster goes after Myers, but still in the center of the ring. Luna's in trouble.
That's right, how much longer? I was just asking the question. Andrews saves the day just in time.
Boot right to the face there. Oh, and Moose goes all the way up. The 250-pounder gets Andrews.
Ooh!
What a kick right to the head there by Flash Morgan Webster. Oh!
Moose trying to fight a little bit of a 2-on-1 battle there. Now focusing on Webster here on the top rope, who continues to fight off the wrestling god.
And Webster drops Moose. Wait a minute, only for a moment. Oh, look at Moose. Moose going up to the turnbuckle.
Look out below!
Oh, and the former Impact World Champion hit from out of the sky there by Andrews. Oh, and Sakuri there by Myers.
And look out!
Oh, Luna with a low clothesline. Pump kick by Purrazzo.
Rapid fire action here. Everybody flying all over the ring. Everybody's down.
What a matchup here inside the O2 Academy in Glasgow, Scotland. A hectic 6-person tag team match.
And again, we find ourselves
Tags.
a little bit back to square one. Stereo tags there, Moose to meet Andrews here.
Uh-oh. Went for the Uranagi. Andrews had an answer for it. Rushes at Moose.
Oh!
Moose halts Andrews. Stun Dog Millionaire!
He got all of it. Moose driven out of the ring here.
Oh! Meeting of the minds there between Myers and Webster, and Purrazzo shuts down Webster.
And look out, little do-si-do action. Out goes Luna, but brings the Virtuosa with her.
Look out. Moose was thinking about a spear. Shoulders down.
Wait.
Does Andrews have him? No, and a kick out. Oh, and now Moose using the ropes. Look out. Spear by Moose.
Gotta be it here. And that'll shut it down.
Here are your winners, the team of Deonna Purrazzo, Brian Myers, and Moose.
Some momentum for Purrazzo heading into her Knockouts World title match tomorrow night against Trinity at Turning Point. Momentum as well for Moose and Myers as they face Sabin and Kazarian tomorrow night at Turning Point in tag team action.
An auspicious debut for the most professional wrestling virtuosas, if I do say so myself. Big win for these three here in Glasgow.
Tomorrow night in Newcastle, Turning Point is presented by the survival thriller Deep Fear, Sharks vs. Narcs, streaming on demand on November 3rd. It's all about momentum, especially for Moose. His Feast or Fire Impact World title shot will go down at TNA Hard to Kill, January 13th, live on pay-per-view in Las Vegas. But who will be the Impact World Champion by the time we get to the evening that TNA is reborn? We will find out.